Hey friends, Karibu Sana. Today, I want to take you into a deep, rich, and a beautiful world of the Meru people of Kenya. As a Rwandan, I'm proudly married to this wonderful family where my wife's mother comes from the Meru community and her father is a Kikuyu. So I have come to love this culture with all of my heart. And I have seen the warmth, the strength, and the unity really up close. And I really had to share this with all of you. The Meru, they are also known as Ameru. These are the proud Bantu community. They live in these fertile northern and eastern slopes of Mount Kenya in Meru and Tharaka, if I'm making this pronunciation right. And today, they have a little bit over 2 million people, and they are made up of 9 subgroups. Uh, these are the Imenti, the Tigania, the Igembe, the Igoji, the Muitwini, sorry if I'm making it wrong, pronouncing it wrong, the Mudhambi, the Chuka, and the Raka. And these are all subgroups that make up the Meru community, and they speak this beautiful language called Kimiru. And if you have heard this language, it shares some roots with Kikuyu and Kamba, but it also carries some of the oldest Bantu sounds that you will ever hear. Um, One of the most fascinating stories in all Kenyan history, it is how the Meru people came to be here. Because hundreds of years, their ancestors, they lived near the coast on what is now Manda Island. And they were under this rule of powerful outsiders who are known as the Red People. But the Meru, they are very clever and full of courage, and of course, guided by these prophecies and the divine help, they escaped this type of rule in really dramatic journey, because they say that they crossed and these waters at night and they moved inland along the Tana River through the deserts and forest until they are finally settled on these blessed slopes of Mount Kenya. Literally, if you hear their stories and how they moved, it's exactly how it says in the Bible. And I think that story of resilience, intelligence, and faith still lives in every heart of Meru today. Um, and I think also what makes the Meru people truly stand out is their deep respect for wisdom and community. Right at the center of everything is the Njuri. The Njuri is a supreme council of elders, and these elders, they are chosen because of their integrity, their wisdom, and their discipline. And so for hundreds of years, the Njuri, they made laws, they settled a lot of disputes with fairness, and they also made sure they protected the culture, because culture is basically a precious treasure. And even now, many people, they still go to these people first, because they think their word carries a lot of real honor, and it weighs a lot. And that respect for elders, for harmony, and for doing what is right, it's pure Meru quality. If you meet a Meru, you are going to know that they have these qualities in them. And the Meru are also among, I think, the hardest working farmers you will ever meet. Their land is incredibly fertile, and they were actually, I think, the very first Africans to grow coffee commercially in Kenya. You can think of tea, you can think of bananas, you can think of maize. They grow, you can name it. They grow all this with so much love, and they excel in it. Um, when you look at the farms or the produce, they feed a lot of families, the whole nation in general. And but this is never just about work. For them, it is more about the togetherness, because when you look at, let's say, their traditional dances like Mugithi, It lights up, it's most about celebrating with a lots of energy. There's a lot of storytelling. They also have these circumcision rites where they're teaching young people uh, things about respect, about responsibility, and pride in who they are. The Meru also are great because their foods, including mukimo, the fermented porridge, which I spoke about in a few of my previous videos, they have this roasted meat. You can look on how they are community oriented because their meals are designed to bring people together, to bring people around the table in a manner that is going to produce joy. And so I admire the Meru because they have this quiet strength and they have big hearts. They have a kind of resilience, entrepreneurial spirit, and a deep, hospitable, and they're just very gracious people. I think, in my opinion, they have given Kenya great leaders who have served with excellence. You can think of people like the Deputy President Kithure, the Chief Justice Martha, and the Mau hero Marshal Musa. Uh, all these are great people that are really renowned in Kenya, and they prove that when a community values wisdom, hard work, and unity, they rise and they lift everyone else with them. So, studying about Melrose and reading all these stories about them has really been fascinating, and uh, I'm super interested in knowing what you know, because I think also, before I even say something else, just to show my gratitude, I would actually love to thank the Meru community for welcoming me into, thank your culture uh, through my wife. And you have taught me so much about grace, about pride in our roots. And I think also to every tribe watching this, whether you are a Kikuyu, whether you're a Luo, Kalenjin, Luya, Kamba, and any other one, I think these groups is what makes Kenya so beautiful. And our differences, they are not divisions, they are gifts. And I think it's important that we celebrate one another and become stronger together. So I'm just very grateful to witness all this, to have time to actually go and learn these traditions. And it's been great learning and reading about the Meru people. I'm sure my Kikuyu video has gained some traction too. People have been able to watch it. Great comments, great information, and I'm learning everything, like every day. Anyway, if you are a Meru, I really want you to drop a comment right now and tell me your favorite tradition or a special memory from your grandparents. Or if you really want to learn more, let's say you're from another tribe, which community should I cover next? Because Kenya is so diverse, is so rich with so many communities, and I would really love to dive deep into more. Um, or I'm curious, which part of this story touched you the most? Is it the one about the Bible? Is it like the story of the Bible? Because I think there's a lot of connections. Is it the circumcision rites? Is it their food? Is it their qualities? What about this video made you feel like, oh, this is very interesting? Um, if you've watched to this point and maybe this video made you feel proud or taught you something, please feel free to share it with your friends and family, and of course, subscribe for more. Yeah, my hope is we can get into the comments, have interactions, share more about our beautiful cultures, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you very much. You have a great day. Go. Let's go, buddy.